Hello, people. I did not beta test any of my stuff, but it looks like my audio is working, which is great. I have fuck all going on right now because I still need to open up Disney Dreamlight Valley. You can't tell. I cut off all my hair. I was having a moment as I was walking into my 35th birthday without my bestie. I forgot she died this morning. That was fun. I was just sitting there and I was like, whoo, man, I got some family drama going. I should not call her, although I do believe actually her parents. Oops, sorry for the loudness. All right, take that, adjust that so you can actually see me, but hopefully push this further back so it's not glaring into the camera, but also not in my eyes. Whew. But like, it's very fun. It's very cute. This look is exactly what I wanted to be able to do with my hair. So I am happy with that. Why does my game need an update now? Oh, we're at 80 megabytes, yeah, megabytes of 11 gig. So fuck me, this might be a minute. So now you just get to deal with moi. Oh, I should also probably, I don't know, turn on the podcast. That might be a good idea. So for those of you who are not yet 30, I don't think there's many of you, but for those of you who are not yet 30, turning 30 is great. You stop giving a fuck about anything other than what you want to do and who you want to be. It is still an ongoing process. I've heard that by the time I'm 40, I literally will no longer give any fucks about anyone, which is not to say that you don't care about anybody, but like, you will, I still find myself doing things or saying things or preventing myself from doing things because what will people think? So that is mostly gone, not all the way, but we're getting there. So yeah, but you still have moments of figuring out your life. Alright, so I think, yes, the last thing we did was 2.1. So we are now going to go to 2.2. Oh, the whole point of that was I use weird fucking voices now, and I don't give a fuck. Let me see what device I am streaming this onto, because it should go through my Echo and the office. And we're gonna go ahead and hit play. And hopefully
the following content is rated explicit for language in adult situations. So listen with
as usual. If you cannot hear, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and make my face a little bit bigger for now while we're waiting for Disney Dreamlight Valley to update. 2 gigabytes out of 11. I'm not allowed to joke about that anymore. Yeah, it's been a rough year, guys. Anywho, favorite novel length Potter fan fiction, The Dead of Time, which I try to remember from week to week. Try being the operative word.
Without further ado, here's our recap of last week's chapter of
The Dead of Time. And I was so mad. We ended up re-recording it, and she never said The Dead of Time like that again. Also, I have a whole bunch of really cute little book things. So like a little bookmark.
So, you were making a comment before we started recording, and I made you shut up because I wanted it to be recorded. So, what were you asking?
I don't understand why it starts on August 1st when her birthday was on September 19th and they're supposed to have the conversation on the 20th. So why in the hell does this start on August 1st? And also, what the fuck is with this numbering system in this thing? It's like, it's in the drop-down box, it's 1 to 154. So why does book 2 start on chapter 15? And what is 2 through 14 for, like, decoration?
That's where this went.
So,
I've been looking
remember,
for
the
this.
entire series is all in one book, quote unquote.
Oh, also, I'm gonna block the address. This is a Halloween card that I've been meaning to send to Kat. I don't know what year it's from. I'm clearly not gonna send it. She did. So let's go see. Oh, the best part about this, that address, which is super blurry, which now I'm thinking is probably a good idea. That says Burke, Virginia. Last time I lived there was 2017. So 9 years ago. So this is a very old card that I just never sent her that clearly got wet at one point because it's like warped.
So sometimes it's a little laggy between us, but you guys won't be able to hear that because we're not recording it over the internet.
Bro.
And I said that our audio was crap. So hopefully our audio will sound better.
Kit Kat. No, not really. But Boo is overused. Happy Spooky Halloween. It's just a food baby. I swear. Miss you. Love Claire.
You're following along with me anyway. If I get frozen, then sometimes you'll catch up. So
I almost sent this to her multiple times over the last few years, and I'm really glad I didn't because I did not know what was in it.
I remember when we did it last night. Suck it, people.
Thank you. About 14 hours.
Yeah.
I look like that little kid in the gift.
It was Hermione's birthday, and she got presents. And one of the presents was Harry's mom's something or other, I guess.
Bracelet.
Yeah,
Bracelet.
it said Lily in it. And then Remus was all like, well, your gift's over there, but I don't want to see you open it. He's being all weird about it. So she opened it, and it, like, glowed or something. And then she was like, this is too expensive because it was made by a goblin. It's like, shut up. Anyways, so then there was, like, a little moment between her and Sirius where it was getting kind of steamy, but then he left her with blue ovaries because he was like, peace. And then
Blue ovaries.
She was all like self-conscious about Harry being upstairs during this moment. I'm like, what the crap does Harry care? But anyways, so then like when she opened Remus's gift, apparently that is like a really big significance. And then I figured out, wait, maybe it's a time turner. And then I said something that made absolutely no sense, but it made sense in my head. So there you go.
So, minor corrections. The bracelet that Sirius gave her is goblin made. It belonged to Lily, and on it it has the words of House Potter, which is by courage and craft. And Harry said that she didn't want it. Harry said she should have it because she's basically his sister and she's like family. So she accepted it. And then Remus's gift was wrapped in a gold chain because she thought it was a regular effective chain. And then she touched it. There's a blue flash. We figured out it was a time turner, mainly because the title of book 2 is The Time Turner. Yeah. You keep nodding your head. You forget that people can't see you.
I know they can't see me. They don't need to see this. I look like I'm homeless.
Same.
Which technically I kind of am because I still live with my parents. So technically I am.
Yeah, trying to explain to her that that's not what homeless means was rough.
That's what I mean. So I'm homeless.
You just sleep in a bed. I don't think I count as homeless.
I was trying so hard to like get her to understand how offensive this is to people who are actually unhoused, but she just.
Chapter 1 ended with the chain suddenly glowed bright blue, and she felt a familiar tugging behind her navel that screamed portkey to her experienced body. But there was also another familiar sensation, something she had not felt in years, the feeling of flying backward very, very fast. Dun, dun, dun. So, chapter 16, Chocolate Frogs. Now, Kat did point out that the next date is August 1st. What year was Hermione's birthday in?
I want to say it was like 1980 something, but
1998.
Okay, and this is 1971.
This is 1971. She was born in 1979. So, this is 8 years before she's born.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is worse than the season finale of This Is Us, where they like jumped 4 years earlier.
Yeah, this is a
Later.
27-year jump.
Jesus.
August 1st, 1971. Despite the horror stories of getting splinged, including actually experiencing it herself while on the run the past year, Hermione still preferred to travel by apparition over flu or portkey. While Harry and Ron each preferred the simplicity of using the flu, Sirius agreed with her on her favorite method of getting from place to place, though he insisted that her reason for enjoying apparition was simply because she had been the first in her class to get her license. And continuing to use the skill she had so quickly picked up was a silent way of patting herself on the back, without drawing attention or publicly inflating her ego. She never argued with him over it.
Wait, you have to have a license to have blue powder?
Yeah. No, not blue powder, aberration.
Oh.
Yeah, so they didn't show that in the books, in the movies. In the books, during their 6th year, they all learned how to apparate.
Oh.
And then you have to prove that you can do it, and you have to get your license. Ron, I think, left behind half an eyebrow. Hermione's least favorite method of travel was portkey. It was a rough process that was never as instantaneous as apparating, and she had rarely ever been able to land squarely on her feet when she had arrived at a destination. Still, sometimes a portkey was the fastest and most efficient way to travel, especially over long distances. Immediately after the war, she had obtained an international portkey, allowing her to travel to Australia to see her mom and dad. She told passing acquaintances that her parents now lived in Melbourne, eager to start an early retirement. She told closer friends that she had altered their memories for their own good, but those who knew her best had been told the truth. There was no coming back from the in-depth way Hermione had obliviated the parents. It was for their own safety, she knew, but they were lost to her forever. Still, she had requested a portkey and, for 8 hours, spent a day in Australia, tailing Wendell and Monica Wilkins, the name she gave her parents, just to make sure they were happy. When she went home, she had immediately collapsed and nearly vomited from the mixture of stress and uncomfortable sensations associated with portkey travel. This time, she actually did. After spinning and speeding backwards for what felt like at least 20 minutes, Hermione slammed, feet first, into the ground. Her knees buckled on impact, and she hit a cold floor, relishing the feel of the cool stone against her cheek. She felt briefly relieved before her stomach lurched, and she violently retched up the birthday cake that Mrs. Weasley had spent all day making for her. It took several minutes for Hermione to regain her balance, but the moment she did, she realized the gold chain was still clenched around her right hand, while the crimson box holding the end of the chain was in her opposite palm. She dropped them both immediately and reached for her wand, only to find it missing. Fuck, Hermione whimpered, the expletive on her lips showing the stress of her situation, as it was something she rarely did. Someone had planted a portkey in her birthday present. She had essentially been kidnapped, and, if she remembered correctly, her wand was sitting on the bookshelf just inside her bedroom. She had not carried it with her during the birthday party, since she saw no reason to, especially since the war had ended. With no way of testing the object magically, Hermione slowly reached for it, assessing it by touch. When nothing happened,
Also, you can't see this, but I am currently working on a spreadsheet of all of the Disney franchises furnitures so that I can organize it into which house and which room they'll go into, because, well, I'm a chill player.
She paled at the sight of the instrument. Okay, this is not good. So not good. She felt her anxiety build as she scanned the room around her. Not Grimmauld Place, that much was certain, but she still knew it well. Hogwarts, specifically, what looked to be the empty and undecorated classroom where she had spent years learning defense against the Blackguards. It was that tiny factor that triggered something in her. Remus. She reached for the crimson box the time turner had been placed in and ripped the lid off completely. Inside lay a typical birthday tag that read, "Happy birthday. Always, Remus." It was not the tag that drew her attention. It was the neatly folded square of parchment beneath it, nestled at the bottom of the small box. Hands shaking, she retrieved the square and slowly opened it. Her worst fears were confirmed. This was not some underhanded plot by any means. This was not a prank by the Weasley twins. This was not a burst of accidental magic. It was Remus. He had done it. On purpose.
On purpose.
Well then.
No. You're good?
Yes.
This is the letter. Dearest Hermione, first of all, you were safe.
Dearest darling is Momsy and Popsicle.
For what I've done, but in all honesty,
My dear father.
A rock in a hard place. Either betray you, my dear friend, by tricking you into accepting this gift, or betray someone I loved a long time ago who made me promise to betray you. Please know that I've spent years conflicted over the choice. When I was much younger, I was given knowledge that I've protected for many years. Knowledge, instructions, and a mission. That mission has now been fulfilled, and you hold in your hand the fruit of my labors. You might recognize the time turner in your hand from when you entered the Department of Mysteries to rescue Sirius. Once I saw it and recognized it for what it was, I knew it was almost time. You needed to go back. If I've turned it properly, the instrument in your hands is not only a time turner but also a port key. Very clever, those unspeakables. Hopefully, you've been taken to Hogwarts, specifically the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, if I've done my calculations correctly. It should be the 1st of August, 1971. Again, I beg your forgiveness and hope that in time you'll understand and forgive me. I'm only following the instructions of someone who understood time better than I ever did. She told me that time was a loop. Every action we take is a causation of destiny. Time travel won't change anything. You remember in your 3rd year when you went back in time to save Sirius? You mentioned that the only reason Harry was able to conjure his Patronus is because he'd already seen it conjured. This is how time works, which unfortunately means that nothing you do will change what is meant to be. It breaks my heart to know this, to know that you will be your brave, self-sacrificing Gryffindor self and ride headlong into the fray in an attempt to stop a war that cannot be stopped, to save lives that cannot be saved, and to redeem those who are, at that moment in time, irredeemable. But you will try anyway, because that is your heart, Hermione. It's why you are so loved. But please, I beg you, do not blame yourself over the future. What is meant to happen will happen regardless of how it comes to be. Live your life.
Enjoy your life. Well, fuck, this is gonna hit harder.
Very soon, you will come across a very lonely boy who is terrified to go to Hogwarts and is desperate for some understanding friends. Your ever devoted and obedient friend, Remus. Yes, say hello to Dumbledore for me. He and I have always shared an interest in quote-unquote chocolate frogs. Dots? She's making a really frustrated face, guys. She kind of looks a little constipated.
I'm not frustrated. Like that one sentence kind of just like hit me a little bit. So it's like, dude, why you gotta do that?
The live your life, enjoy your life part?
Yeah.
The what's meant to happen will happen regardless how it comes to. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna start crying. Continue.
Fuck, dude.
That's another one. No! Hermione shouted as the feeling of betrayal washed over her. How could he have done this to her? She was just starting to live again, to feel as normal as she possibly could, considering she had essentially lost her parents, went to war, been tortured, and killed a man all within a year. That was not even including whatever it was she had done regarding the bond that now existed between her and Sirius. Sirius! He had kissed her and promised her that they would talk tomorrow. They
You
would be open
motherfucker.
and honest and deal with the awkward adult conversations, as he had so eloquently put it just minutes earlier. She wanted that conversation. Answers to the questions that had been bothering her all year when it came to the consequences of the blood magic she had used to bring her back to life.
Sorry, that was loud.
Remus had taken that from her, not only to give her a new set of problems, or only to give her a new set of problems and even more questions without answers. She read his letter again, unable to push down on the anger that was rising in her chest every time she looked over the words pleading for her forgiveness. He had stolen a time turner, held on to it for over a year, and had followed through with some elaborate plan to send her away, all because someone from his past told him to. Slipping the time turner securely around her neck, she moved to leave the empty classroom. She needed answers. If this was not some horrible joke that her werewolf...
Okay, switching from Switch to Xbox is the worst. Percy!
Get the help she needed. Chocolate frogs, Hermione said to the gargoyle, guarding the staircase that led to the headmaster's office. It had been just over 4 months.
What the
since she
fuck?
had last
I
seen
should have gotten a bunch of moonstones when I bought that expansion, and I'm not thrilled that I do not have them.
Making plans to securely hide the Elder Wand. The castle had been nearly destroyed, though now it was nothing if not immaculate, or as immaculate as a centuries-old castle could be. The gargoyle moved, and Hermione made her way up the stairs through the open door. She was shocked to see how similar Dumbledore's office appeared to the one year's... I made it really far. The gargoyle moved, and Hermione made her way up the stairs and through the open door. She was shocked to see how similar Dumbledore's office
Whatever.
appeared.
Once that's done loading, I will exit out.
The desk was littered with the same small jumping trinkets and baubles, besides a large sweet dish that sat to the left of the desk. On the right stood a large.
Wow, my
golden
shit is
bird,
so
with
delayed.
red and gold bird set,
But
chirping
that's
with
okay.
sound.
Like, as of right now, you can't even see that I'm
Well,
playing the game.
Hermione
That's
said softly,
bananas.
with great affection. Good evening. A voice
Let's
came
see.
from the nearby shadowed window, and Hermione let out a loud gasp. Lovely sunset. Hermione stared, wide-eyed, at the living figure of a slightly younger, and certainly not dead, Albus Dumbledore. The old wizard's eyes shone a bright, unnatural blue that sparkled with delight, mischief, and curiosity. I've always compared summer sunsets to the colors of phoenix tail. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, sir, she answered without hesitation. You seem to be familiar with the creature, or at least one of them. You called Fox by his name. I can only presume that the two of you are acquainted. Yes, sir. Loyal creatures, mine especially, though I don't intend to boast. Hermione smiled softly.
Weird. Why can I click on that? That's bizarre.
Their second year, when the beautiful bird came to his aid, blinding a basilisk and ultimately saving his life. He seems to trust you. I would like to think that I may put a great deal of trust in his judgment of character. I hope that means you'll trust me then, sir, she said quietly, her nerves aflutter. I hope so too, Miss Granger. Hermione Granger. A pleasure to meet you, Miss Granger. His eyes twinkled when he smiled at her. Now, I have a question for you. The security wards around Hogwarts, put up by my own wand, Hermione's wide-eyed gaze fell upon the elder wand on the desk, are pieces of very sensitive magic. They have the magnificent ability to prevent apparition, you see. That being the case, they also alert me when breached, and I was alerted within the hour that a breach took place in the form of apparition, something which should not be possible. It was an apparition, sir. It was a port key, she corrected with a frown, her stomach churning a bit at the reminder. Well, sort of. Sir, I need your help. I will be happy to advise you as best I can. I trust you'll be forthcoming in helping me as well. I might have a few questions for you. She hesitated to speak again, remembering the rules that had been drilled into her by Professor McGonagall during her third year, and she had been given a time hunter to use for her classes. Thus far, she had already broken the most important one. Do not let yourself be seen. But, without any answers on how to get back and why she arrived here, not to mention how to get back, Hermione handed over the piece of parchment with Remus's words on it. Dumbledore took his time looking over the letter, his impassive face showing no concern or fear like she was feeling. Hermione was about 4% certain she would somehow get in trouble for whatever it was that Remus had done to her. Eventually, Dumbledore adjusted his glasses and looked up from the parchment. What year do you come from, my dear? The simple question caused Hermione's eyebrows to rise into her hairline. You believe me? He chuckled. While I don't consider myself overly attentive to the latest Muggle fashions, I can't imagine your clothing is of this era. Hermione glanced down at her attire, which she did not find to be so very strange, but she recalled seeing photos of her parents from the 70s, and she could not help but let out a nervous laugh. Yes, she must look terribly strange. 1998, sir. Quite a trip. I didn't do it. No, Dumbledore agreed. This Remus Lupin seems to have sent you here. He said the name with a smile on his lips, and Hermione wondered if the headmaster had already met the younger version of her friend, or whatever one would call someone who intentionally tricked a person into time traveling. As if Dumbledore knew what she was thinking, he stated questioningly, A friend of yours, by the sound of this letter. She hesitated. Yes, sir. At least... Do you feel that he lies? That he has sent you back in time with some malicious intent? No, she said quickly, no hesitation in her voice. I trust him with my life. She remembered the final battle of Hogwarts in the Forbidden Forest. She had trusted Remus with her life, and he had trusted her with his. She had nearly sacrificed herself for Remus and Sirius at the hands of Voldemort. She could not help but feel a deep pain over what felt like a great betrayal. At least I did, until an hour ago. The headmaster chuckled. Or a few decades from now, as the situation appears to be both. I need to go back. Mr. Lupin's letter says otherwise. Sir, I've experimented with time travel before, she said access to multiple classes without overloading my schedule. Forgive me, my dear, but that sounds like the very definition of overloading one's schedule. Did it work out well for you? It was fine, she lied as she remembered how frazzled she had been by the end of the year, snapping at professors and friends, the lack of sleep having practically aged her a few extra years. But I've studied time turners since then. I know all the laws and rules of time travel. Me being here could be catastrophic. I could change things just by talking to you. According to your friend, you being here seems to have already occurred. She raised a brow. Sir? I've had a similar thought about time. When using magic to alter the past, we are, in fact, altering anything. We're merely inserting ourselves as a catalyst that causes the future to happen as it already has. And that is, I mean to say, it did make sense. Loomis brought up the night of Sirius's escape and how Harry was able to summon his Patronus into the knowledge that it had already happened. Full circle. But that was not the only reason she needed to go home. Sir, I don't belong here. Unfortunate as that may be, I regret to inform you, Miss Granger, that I know of no way to send you home. His words caused her heart to sink. No. If Albus Dumbledore couldn't help her, who possibly could? And even if I were available to do so, I would hesitate to take action. You say you've studied time travel in depth. Have you, by any chance, read about Eloise and Tumble? Hermione had read about the famous time traveling witch. Eloise had been an unspeakable in the Department of Mysteries, researching what Hermione managed through the time rooms. During her experiments, she had sent herself back in time 5 centuries, and upon her miraculous return, which was still a mystery to the rest of the wizarding world, as time turners were only known to go backwards, not forwards, she aged the 5 centuries she had traveled through and died. Her eyes widened. Oh my god, you're saying that if you were to send me back to my own time, I would instantly age 30 years? That is a very large possibility. She thought about it for a long moment. Would it be worth the risk? Would she even survive it? Did that matter? Her being there and speaking to Dumbledore alone cause a rip in time and change everything. The butterfly effect. She had fought so hard and sacrificed so much of the last year in order to help win the war. What if she did something here and now that ruined it all? No, she had been willing to sacrifice her life for the cause 4 months ago in battle. This was no different. I don't care. I'd rather forfeit my life than to risk ruining the future by any actions I take. Dumbledore smiled at her words as if taking a survey of her character. Thinking back to Eloise Tumble, he said, ultimately ignoring her decision. Assume you read what happened as a result of the time alterations. Her meddling with the past is the reason the Ministry of Magic enacted so many laws regarding time travel. She single-handedly erased over 25 people from history, Hermione said, repeating the words as though she were reading them directly from a book. Are you familiar with children's stories, Miss Granger? Hermione scoffed at the memory of the book the man in front of her had bequeathed to her in his will. Beetle the Bard? One of my favorites, Dumbledore beamed excitedly. Yes, the Bard took stories from actual events and wrote them in a way to tell a story, to entertain the masses, and to teach a lesson. What is your favorite tale, Miss Granger?
The Three Brothers,
she said, biting back the sarcasm that she felt was due in her answer. Why is that sarcastic?
Something about the Elder Wand or something.
the Elder
Three
Wand.
brothers built a bridge over a river that usually used to kill people, so Death decided to give each of them a gift. The first one asked for a wand that would kill anyone and got the Elder Wand, or asked for the most powerful wand in the world. The second brother asked for the Resurrection Stone, and the third brother asked for Death's Cloak of Invisibility. And of course, the guy with the most powerful wand in the world was then killed in his sleep, so somebody else could get the wand. So the Death Stick, as it is called, had a long line of people killing for it. The brother who wanted the Resurrection Stone got his fiancée back, but only as, like, a ghost. And he was so miserable that he killed himself, and so Death took the second brother. And it's just sort of, it's like Aesop's fables. They're not real stories, they just teach a lesson. Well, except the Three Brothers actually turned out to be real. I am a fan as well, Dumbledore's eyes twinkled, and as Hermione struggled not to turn her gaze to the Elder One on his desk. And do you believe that Death, who handed over the Elder Wand, the Cloak of Invisibility, and the Resurrection Stone, was an actual being? No, sir. Even if brothers and their objects truly existed, which I highly doubt, she asserted, with a silent chuckle, Death is not a person. So, the tale has been passed down as instruction, then. What lesson, perhaps, would children learn from such a tale? Not to treat death lightly, Hermione answered. The brother who took the Elder Wand thought he could thrust death upon others by force, but in the end there is always someone stronger than you. The brother who took the Resurrection Stone thought he could steal from death, which cannot control who lives and who dies. The final brother thought to evade death by hiding, but death comes for us all in the end. What lesson do you think children and adults alike would learn from Eloise Mintumble's story? Hermione stared at the man as she pieced his words together. Then her eyes narrowed and her temper flared. Are you saying she didn't destroy 25 people, that the Ministry of Magic made it all up in order to avoid having people foolishly use magic to alter time? Dumbledore grinned. That would be a very cunning story to create. Yeah, the author was probably in Slytherin, she muttered bitterly. Do you have the time turner, Miss Granger? Yes, sir. She reached beneath the collar of her shirt and removed the chain, lifting the instrument over her head and holding it out for the wizard to inspect. Marvelous, he said, with an airiness as though he were looking at a pretty flower or piece of artwork instead of the life-altering device that it was. I've only seen drawings of them myself, but not in great detail. I was, however, under the impression that for time travel to be possible, the sand must move through the hourglass. No, that's not how time turners work. You spin them and then go back a few hours at most, and then you move until you catch up with your present timeline. The hourglass is merely a container for the sands of time. I'm not sure if moving them in one direction or another is what triggers the magic, she said clearly. However, as she focused her instrument in his hands, she furrowed her brow of concentration. Dumbledore was right. The sand in the hourglass was sitting firmly on one side, despite being turned upside down in his hand. Is this the same time turner you've used before? No, sir. This one is... It was... She recalled the night she and Remus had gone into the Department of Mysteries, when they had stepped into the reconstructed time room. She remembered how he appeared confused that she wanted to leave the room, surprised that it had not been her planned destination. Remus said that he took it from the Department of Mysteries. It's new. I've never seen anyone like it before. During your very busy third year, did you happen to take ancient runes? She actually rolled her eyes, as if not taking ancient runes was even an option. Of course, sir. Tell me, what does this mean? He took the time turner to show her the engraving on the bottom. It took Hermione only a moment to decipher the rune. Predestination. Something tells me that your Mr. Lupin knew what he was doing when he took this time turner and gave it to you. You seem to be an intelligent young lady who adheres to the rules quite well. Hermione almost laughed. That was an understatement. It took a life or death situation, plus Harry Potter, to get her to break rules. May I make a suggestion? Sir? Treat this letter as your new set of rules. He held the parchment out to her, and she hesitantly took it, glaring down at Remus's familiar script. I can't just exist in this time, sir. I know what's happening up there right now. I know a war is coming, she explained with a heavy heart. There are rumors. He gave a slight nod, refusing to give any more details to her than she was giving to him. Muggleborns are being attacked, she stated, watching his face as he seemed to acknowledge the statement and agree. Viciously. I'm a Muggleborn, sir. I can't just fall from the sky into this time and attempt to live without drawing attention to myself. I'm frankly
hold on, guys.
about the idea
Echo
of
pause. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm on bitch duty for the new 3D printer, so be right back. Fuck being 3D printer bitch. I had to go get whatever my husband printed off the printer bed. And it was like two halves of what looks like a skeleton Koopa, but this because the skulls are so round, they like adhered perfectly and like prime. I had to use a fucking razor. Shit was bullshit. I don't even get to pick anything to print on this. I'm just the 3D printer bitch. Things print. I get a phone call. Hey, can you clear it so I can print something else? Okay. And so that's been my life the last 2 days. Actually, yesterday was when we realized he could send it from his phone, and I was like, dope. And there's the new printer. All right. Echo, play. Also have to leave in like an hour. So
Death Eaters.
this will be done by then. So when this is over, we're done, because I got to go to the dentist with my son.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, for those of you who are horrified at this, Pod Baby starts kindergarten in August.
Yeah, I've only seen it like once.
She's too into the story, folks. There's no back and forth.
Well, I have nothing to say. Like, when the dirty stuff comes, I'm gonna be talking more than you.
That's fair.
Like, right now, I'm just, like, confused AF.
I totally just missed everything you said, but it froze in a really funny picture of your face.
That's it. Right now, I'm just confused AF.
Yeah. So, like, a normal day. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. It's raining.
It's okay.
I needed... Do I have the fish? I have the fish. I think I have all the shit I need.
You skipped it. Paragraph. He smiled at her.
Tested you.
Nah.
He smiled at her. I have a suggestion. How would you like to return to Hogwarts?
Oh, is the next one open?
I'm 18, sir.
Eee.
Well, 19 now. Today is my birthday. Or was. It was the 19th of September when I left. She sighed in disappointment as she remembered it had been close to midnight, the day after her birthday. She and Sirius were supposed to talk. Hermione frowned.
Motherfucker.
Well, many happy returns to you, Miss Granger, Dumbledore said. It's such a genuine voice that it made her smile sadly. Now, as I was saying, you've already crossed the boundaries of time. Why not push the line a little further? Possession, a very rare de-aging potion. It is a gift from a friend on my 100th birthday. I've only kept it for emergencies.
I forgot to grab
Every few
seaweed.
years, I see a student or two attempt to age themselves in order to sneak into Hogsmeade to purchase Firewhisky. The spell is rarely effective, and the hospital wing is often a refuge for a couple of elderly third years.
Need more sticks. I knew I needed those.
But I've always been worried that a student might accidentally go a little too far. Sometimes a potion does the trick.
I need rich soil.
You take this potion.
Fuck ton more wood.
At Hogwarts once again. I believe it is the safest place for a Muggle-born, as you say. She remembered seeing the work of an aging potion, though Fred and George had not used it to purchase Firewhisky. They had the Marauder's map for that. No, the twins had used an aging potion in order to try and wiggle their way into the Triwizard Tournament. A plan that backfired badly and left them in the hospital wing until they returned to their 16-year-old beardless selves. How young. She hated admitting defeat, but Remus had clearly left her no options in this awful situation. And, without knowing the way home, she needed to make a plan to secure her own safety. I would suggest 11. You will return to school in 1 month to be sorted along with the new students. You would then not stand out or draw unwanted attention to yourself. It made sense. Bringing her in any older would draw attention. Hogwarts had not had a transfer student in over a century. She would be as easy to pick out in a crowd as Harry had been, and she knew how big of a target that had made him. Would I be able to stay inside the school year-round? I would stand out during holidays. I've no family here, sir. Then we should find you one. Perhaps a good pure-blood family. We could then further alleviate your worries about being recognized as a Muggle-born. I can't say I'm familiar with any good pure-blood families, sir. Hermione snapped in reply. Luckily, I am. He beamed, his attention suddenly drawn to her hands. That is a beautiful bracelet, Miss Granger. I'm familiar with the words.
Definitely already had that conversation with her.
Potter family. Hermione held back her snort.
Jesus. like when Marty McFly saw his mom as a teenager and then she tried to jump his bones. Jesus.
That's not kind of thing. Hermione held back her snort. You could say that.
Hey, she snorts too. Haha.
And do you trust them?
Ooh.
She
Oh, that's how I get it.
Harry
Oh,
who saved her life.
badass. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. I was like, what the fuck? Where'd all my shit go?
Harry who put you in situations where
Okay.
you can die.
Fuck yes.
Ay,
Semantics.
this kid.
They are family, Dumbledore offered. Yes, Hermione confirmed immediately. But not... I'm sorry, sir. She frowned as wayward tears began to escape from the corners of her eyes. Would she ever see her best friend again? Nothing to apologize for, my dear. He offered her a handkerchief, and she smiled gratefully as she took it. May I suggest a trip to the hospital ring? Perhaps a short rest with him. Thank you, sir. He reached his hand into a drawer after waving the Elder Wand to unlock it, removing a small red phial. Dumbledore smiled. Here's the potion we discussed. If you like, hand this, he said as he passed a potion over to her, and then pulled out a piece of parchment and a quill, scribbling a note and rolling it up quickly. And this letter to Madame Pomfrey. If you decide to agree with my suggestion, she will know the proper dosage. You and I shall meet again once I've conducted a little business on your behalf, and then we shall set a plan in motion that will keep you safe and protected until I am able to privately investigate the instrument you brought with you. Thank you, sir, she sniffled again. You're being incredibly calm about this, all things considered. I am a man of many interests. The future is one of them. I must ask, however, that you divulge no further information about your origins to anyone, myself included. Nothing that could alter this timeline. But, sir, I thought you said that anything I do has already been done. You are responsible for your own actions, yes, he agreed. But not the actions of others. I can see you are fairly skilled at occlumency, as I've been attempting to break through some of the walls we've erected inside your mind during our conversation.
Erected.
I'm aware, sir. And she had been. From the moment she had arrived in the headmaster's office, she had felt the familiar nudges against the barriers in her mind that protected her memories. Occlumency had never been something that she was skilled at, but, since the war ended, Sirius had forced Hermione into a pseudo-friendship with Draco, who had been assisting her with the skill. Though she imagined it was more for his own amusement of the fact that he had finally bested her at something. Forgive me, but I felt it was necessary to at least test your skills before offering my assistance at integrating you amongst my students. I understand, sir. I only bring that up because if you speak to the future of others who are not so skilled, they could easily divulge the information to parties that would use it to put you in grave danger, as well as others who might be privileged to your knowledge. I understand, sir. I won't speak a word. He stood and walked her to the door. Thank you, Miss Granger. Please get some rest. I will see you in a few hours. Boom, shakalaka.
I don't even understand why he set her back there, but the only thing that I can relate it to is when he wanted Harry to go back into what's his face's memories with Voldemort in that one movie.
Oh yeah, sixth movie when he goes back to see like Tom Riddle at the orphanage and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So Remus had sent her back to August 1st, 1971, and said that if she ever that soon she will see a sad, lonely boy in need of friends, which is probably referring to
Harry's dad.
Well, the sad, lonely boy is probably going to be Remus because he's a werewolf and probably hasn't had any friends because of it.
Yeah, my second guess was Snape since he got bullied so much.
Yeah. Now, do you remember what the dynamic was between Snape and Harry's dad?
Yeah, Harry's dad was a total ass to him.
Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. I just remember what else I needed.
Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that Dumbledore said that he was going to integrate her into a pureblood family, and then noticed that she was wearing the words of House Potter.
Okay. At some point, that'll click in my
I'm really sad it's not clicking yet, but it'll click soon. And for those of you currently screaming at the radio, it's fine. She'll figure it out next chapter.
Well, and y'all can suck it because I have 2 friends that have been reading this and they don't get it either. So, bye.
Shout out to Audrey.
Well, that's chapter 2. We are on our way. I feel like this was a really quick episode just because, I mean, there's not a lot to really discuss in this one because you're just like, what? 1971? What?
Yeah.
Okay. Trivia question. What is the first day of Hogwarts? It is the same every year.
Okay, how am I supposed to know that?
What day is it?
First day of September.
There we go.
You're such a dick. It's really hard to be synced up because we always had fucking lag.
Anyways, yeah. So Hermione's back in time, and the 1st of September is when everybody goes to Hogwarts. So it's a month before that. So she's about to get sent off to live with some pureblood family.
God damn it! I still don't have enough.
She's gonna be 11 years old and go and start Hogwarts.
Ooh.
Cool bean.
Cool beans.
So what do we do now?
Now we finish up the episode by thanking all of our Fox level Patreons.
God damn it! I forgot the red seaweed.
So we want to give a big old shout out to Ashley Enstrom, Amanda Zurcher, Sophie Segator, Miranda Eskew, Martina, Julian Foles, Elise Wolfson, Claire Luciano, Brittany Lopez, Ashley Thurman, Ryder, Krista, and Carissa.
Gracias.
Back when that took like no time to do.
To request money because we poor.
Help me, I'm poor.
But for real though, we're trying to build sound booths. We're trying to get better audio quality for you guys, and eventually we would like to be able to pay our editor, which would be nice.
We did eventually pay her.
Annabeth has literally edited
Not much, but
10,
we did pay
12
her.
episodes now without any pay. So, and that's, people charge anywhere from $10 an episode if you do it like Uber style and order it online, or if you actually have somebody going to studio do it, it can cost between $50 and $100 an episode. So
Yeah, those prices have gone way up.
Incredible amount of money we would like to do it.
I think at the end we were paying her like $20 an
And
episode,
we
which
also use
still
that money to
was not.
invest in merchandise and
She deserved more.
provide you guys with
But also at the end it was taking about an hour, so we were paying her $20 an hour. I feel like that's
and we also know
not bad
that
given,
donating on Patreon
you know.
is not responsible. So if you can't donate on Patreon, Kat, tell them what they can do.
They can go on Apple and review us with words and in stars, but we prefer both.
Yes.
But we prefer
Preferably
both.
5-star range, just because anything under 5 stars makes people assume that we suck, which we do on occasion. But we're not professionals here. We are amateurs, are we not?
Yeah, we are, and I always look at it this way. You gotta start somewhere. Some of the podcasts I've listened to, they started out kind of crappy too, so.
But I think we've gotten significantly better.
Those are not
I
from
think
this
that is
world.
all
They
we
should
have
not
for you guys
be.
today. We're so excited to be on season 2 here with you guys. Episode 2, season 2, 2.2.
What? Chicken butt?
I'm gonna go off and watch some tiny gremlins, children. And
I wonder whose
we will
Gremlins I was
see you
watching.
guys next Fire Whiskers.
Fire My Neighbors.
We love you, little Fire Whiskers.
Keep being magical.
Good job.
I think strawberries come from that world. This shit does not.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Fire Whiskey and Honey.
Thank you, Shilani, for allowing us to read your story.
And thank you to Blue Ivy Creations for creating our logo and Hannah Ben for editing our episode.
You can find us on Instagram at FWH.
I'm just gonna put them in
And
here.
on Twitter
Nope, I'm not gonna
at
put them.
FWH Podcast.
They're not gonna fit in there.
On our website, FWHpod.com.
If you
God,
enjoy this
it's gonna bug me.
podcast and would like to support and get extra content, please support us on Patreon and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Thank you to those who support us already.
We wouldn't be here without you.
See you next
Firewhisky Friday. Damn it, that's bigger. So we're gonna use this one because that will fit in the same spot. So we're not going to start another episode because I do have to leave shortly to go pick my son up. Echo pause. That just started right in the middle of the episode. Let's go ahead and make sure that doesn't. Ooh, good lord. Don't mind me. All right. Come over to Spotify. Make sure that next time I do this, it'll start right at the beginning. Because we will be on Young Miss Learns Fast, where Kat meets Tilly. God, she loved Tilly. Oh, let's see. Do we have comments on... No, none on that episode, but I'm looking at comments. We do have comments on the next episode. I believe Umbridge was actually at school with the Marauders, around the same age or a little younger, if I remember correctly. Yeah, can we just take a minute to appreciate the fact that we have 272 reviews, and it's a 4.7 star rating. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Firewhisky and Honey Apple. Let's go see if we've gotten 122. We have a 5-star rating, 4.4. It looks like 5 stars. It's fine. Let's see. I want to see. How do I look at their comments? Apple Podcasts. Ratings and reviews. All right, let's see. 123 ratings, 4.4 out of 5. I kind of want to look at the 1 stars, but let's see. Mixed, 2 stars. I enjoy this story, but can only give 2 stars. I'm 30 episodes in, and the editing is low quality or not. Oh, fuck you. The story is entertaining, but the host banter is jarring, irrelevant, and feels like I'm at a sleepover of 13-year-olds. You are welcome. I have to keep my hand hovering on the 15-second skip button, and I always start each episode 8 minutes in instead of being able to just listen. I appreciate their effort, but I am just too distracted to fully enjoy. Yeah. Then we have Love, Love, Love. Just found this podcast 2 months ago and binged it so insanely quickly, and now I'm going back through and re-listening. The dynamic between Claire and Kat was always sweet, but adding Hannah Beth to it made it even better. I'll continue to re-listen over and over. Oh, thank you, Hannah Schaefer. Let's see. Alex Worth. Podcast Heaven. I've never had the time or interest to listen to podcasts, but this is the first one I've ever listened to, and I have to say I'm pleasantly content. I read the series when it first came out, have all the movies, no collectibles though. I don't consider myself well versed in the Potterverse, the casual banter, listen with headphones or don't, we don't judge. Probably my favorite. I'm only on episode 10 at the time of this writing, but you both have come a long way since the beginning, and it's fantastic. Wish I could rate it more stars. Alex, and we hadn't even gotten to, like, I usually tell people we don't get good until season 3. I haven't stopped listening to any other I haven't listened to any other podcast since I started this week. These girls are hilarious. I love this audio version of DOT. Reagan Dugan says, this is hands down my favorite podcast. I listen to it at work. I cook at a hospital, and I put in my AirPods, and I often have to stop myself from bursting out laughing at Kat and Claire. I love the book, and I love the hosts. The tangents are great, and I get sad every time an episode ends because I don't want to have to wait for the next one. I always end up binging the whole series again and again. Melanie Joyous says, having previously read this story, it is great to take it slower and experience it with others. It's a bit bumpy at first, yeah, as the ladies get their podcasting feet under themselves, but now a couple years later they have found their footing. If you like a good story with commentary and occasional tangents, try this out. Occasional, you're being a bit nice, Melanie, there. Rooses 89. Yes, absolutely adore this podcast. It's been amazing. See how much they've grown as podcasters. Adding Hannah Beth into the mix with talking has been a great addition to the podcast. Goldfish Shoals says, I look forward to Friday with these girls an insane amount. They are all amazing, and their love for the show shines. My only feedback would be that the audio is soft, low, so for some reason it isn't clear when I try to listen in the car. I have the same issue. Annabeth and I try to tackle it the entire existence of the podcast. As long as I use headphones or listen on my phone, it is great, though. Here we go. 2 stars. Great story. Annoying interruptive banter. I love the story, The Dead of Time, and my friends who recommended it to me agree it's our favorite HP fanfic. Unfortunately, the value of the story is greatly diminished when Kat or Claire stops the story to make a random penis joke or some such nonsense. It rips me out of the story and I have to skip ahead to get past minutes worth of conversation until they resume the story. If the banter came after the story, that would be fine. I would love to listen to all the observations and jokes in the world, just not in the middle of the chapter. Sorry, friend, we have to. Just read the book already. 2 stars. I love the idea. Live the idea. I'm not going to correct your typo because you were mean. I live the idea, but the story, but not the girls. Women, thank you. Too much chatter, too many sidebars, too much giggling at their own jokes. They had a great idea and I'm totally on board, but they are so distracting from their content. Thanks, Cats and Dogs 36. Fan-freaking-tastic, highly recommend. 4 stars. If you've ever listened to other podcasts, you will know that podcasters often go off on tangents. Claire and Kat are no exception. They remind me of This Is Why We Drink in the best ways possible. I think the reason why they get negative reviews about their chatter is their content theme is so super specific that anything outside of DOT can feel unnecessary to certain wrong people, ... However, their sidebar is why I love them so much. I don't understand the reviews that say Kat feels forced or uncaring. I never got that impression. Girl reads enough studies or whatnot for her PhD. It makes sense she doesn't read for fun, ? I love to read but can relate somewhat, ? The only reason I am rating the podcast 4 instead of 5 in early episodes, especially, I grew tired of Claire constantly taking breaks to quiz Kat. Okay, yeah, got it. Fair. I can understand why she did, but I'd rather hear a random sidebar tangent than a pop quiz break, especially when the questions relate more to the books than the movies, which Kat has made clear she has only watched the movies and only read Prisoner of Azkaban, ? I'm living for y'all's sidebar, but the pop quizzes have tended to end with awkward silences. Keep up the amazing work, ladies. And we'll do one more. Oh, this podcast got me through my chemo and recovery from cancer. I can't wait for each episode to pop up on Fridays. Awesome story, fun commentary, just a great time. Victrola Lola. Ooh, oh, this is going to be a good one. Hold on. Avid HP reader. Rates us 1 star. Title, Has Potential. Absolutely enjoyed the first couple of episodes, but now there's too much random tangents and breaks the takeaway from the narration. Maybe the editor could edit this random side chatter for a more cohesive listening experience. Joke's on you, she did. This was the cohesive versions. If you want a more audiobook experience, try Dramione Audiofix or Foxfix Podcast. Really professional. Edit. Even though I was genuinely interested in this fanfic, I simply cannot keep listening to this. So much random chatter to the point that I started disliking the actual fanfic. Do yourself a favor and listen to something else. This is not a good listening experience. In your opinion. Oh, I remember this one. Cat Persons 123. Don't call yourself an audiobook. Even then, it's subpar. We never called ourselves a fucking audiobook. I was so excited to discover this podcast because I always wanted to read DOT but never had the time, and in the first episode they said they'd be reading this as an audiobook. No, we did not. We said there was no audiobook and that I was going to read it to Kat. I guess we didn't mention it. No, even in the introduction we're like, yeah, fuck off. I thought, awesome, however, this is not an audiobook. They talk throughout, and while I appreciate some comments, most of the time they talk about nothing. Yes. Honestly, is this podcast even edited? It is. I seriously just fast-forwarded through 2 minutes of silence while the host went off to turn off her heat. Each episode is over an hour. No, they were not. But I swear they only read the chapter for 30 minutes. The rest of the time is completely unrelated discussion I have to fast-forward through. I don't have to do this in any of the other 20 podcasts I listen to. That's how bad the banter is. Other fanfiction podcasts can get away with banter because they slant themselves as a comedy podcast. I'm there for their jokes and comments. Meanwhile, this podcast interrupts the story for nothing. And Kat doesn't try at all. You're reading an HP book. Do some homework. Sometimes it seems like she's actively trying to be dense. That's the fragile X. It's incredibly annoying. I'm also very nervous for when sex scenes happen because she can't even handle it when a character swallows hard. It totally throws you out of the story. I'm going to keep trying to pushing through because I actually do love the host's voice. Why, thank you. But based on other comments, it doesn't get better. Here's hoping. I'd love to find these people and see if they ever... Oh, wait. Okay, I know I said I was going to leave. I do have to leave at some point. I take it back. This is great. I regret talking about the distractions in an earlier review. I look forward to this show every week along with my love of the story. I feel like I feel like I've grown really fond of Claire and Kat, like we're pals. This is so much more than an audiobook. Oh, I love you guys. It's so sweet. But with all of that being said, sorry, I just saw Kathleen go, man, they have a whole aquarium. I've missed so much in this game. Girl, I think that just happened. Like, I think that's the Whispers of the Wind shit that just opened today. Apparently, as of today, we can get Pocahontas. I don't know how. I'll figure that out. Hi to everybody who's listening. I totally don't know what So Lucky was referring to. Probably me bitching at the 3D printer. Holy shit, are we... God damn. You guys... I'm looking over at the stream right now, and I'm still picking bananas. So, yeah. That's really behind. Okay, I've got like maybe 10 minutes left that I can keep playing the game a little bit. I'm gonna go try and see if I can... Let's see. I think I have everything. Fuck ass. All right, now I'm just gonna do boring shit and move stuff over. Do I even have enough room? Probably not. I hate doing this. Oh wait, it's actually faster with the mouse. La 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 la, and I will just have all of this. You're gonna tell me you're full. There it is. Yeah. All right. I've tried to sort this by expansion pack, which has been a process. Let's do this number. So all of this should be from like Mythiopia, and this is, I think, Storybook Vale, maybe, whatever the one with like Hercules and Sleeping Beauty and shit is. Yeah, that should be all of it. I'm gonna come over here, grab the last two, back out of that, open this, go to furniture, close that out, take this, get rid of that. Come over here, do a little quick pop. There we go. And I think that should be enough blue flowers for what's your nuts. No, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna... Jesus Christ, I really am low on... We're just gonna fucking gut everything that I have. No, I have enough rocks. Wait, why? I know. Hello. Oh, yeah, no, I told you it was clear. I thought it... Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I will clear the line off. Alright, bye. Bitch duty calls. Hold on. Earlier, I guess I did not. Anyway, what was I doing? I think I have everything I need out of here. I'll go find out. Anyhow, yes. I had to clear the bed off because, well, that's how 3D printing works. You have to clear the bed every time so that they can print something new. And it's because I am unemployed and home all day, and that has become my job. I don't know if you guys could hear me bitching earlier, yelling at it, trying to get everything off, but let's do this number. No, what is the last one I'm missing? Oh, well, clearly not that. Alright, I don't know what the other one is. Nope, you know what? We're not going to do that because I want to go get the other one first. One thing at a time. Also, this is like, this was unexpected. I was not anticipating having to do this. How many more sticks do I need? Damn it. Alright. Stupid sticks. There. You know what this calls for? A motherfucking vacuum. It's very quiet now that I'm not playing my or listening to my shit, but whatever. We're gonna go to favorites. We're gonna grab an advanced vacuum. We're gonna put one here. We're gonna put one there. All right, good times. I'm gonna come over here. Hi, Sadness. I don't know if I have enough blue shit for you. No, we're just gonna select all. Why can I not select all? Collect. Get back here. Sadness, you dumb bee. Get back here. Where'd you go, you little blue ball of bummed out? There we go. I didn't want to grab lemons. I wanted to talk. Can I talk to you? Yes, thank you. Get out from under the tree. Why? Why is it not letting me ask? There we go. Ta-da! Here you go. Oh, look, she looks so happy. Also cracks me up every time she talks just because. Wait, you just heard blue ball of bummed out? Okay, so you guys are more caught up than I thought you were. What I'm seeing on the streaming is way behind, so I don't know if my shit synced or what, but anywho. The printer he has is the bamboo something or other. I don't know. It was the congratulations we survived another tax season where we did not owe money, instead we were paid. Actually, that is the benefit of me no longer being employed. We are insanely po now when it comes to all things tax involved. So, yeah. We do get the benefit of actually getting a return instead of owing, which is, I'd say it's nice, but it's basically just a interest-free loan that we gave the U.S. government and that they are now giving back. Cool. Good talk. Yeah, do you have regular softwood? Fuck yeah. Go, you funky little salesman, entrepreneur dude. I am excited. I got Sven. La 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 la, I don't care. Do 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 do. Reindeer are better than people. Sven, don't you think I am right? People will fear. I don't know the words. Sven. Sorry, Sven. Yeah, I should have enough sticks to finish everything out. I know it's not actually called sticks, it's softwood. Who the fuck wants softwood? No one. Not a goddamn person. Ooh, cool, we finished it. So what does this mean? Now I just get to do the same thing on every other fucking biome. Oh god, and then they're gonna put these in all the expansions, and I'm gonna have to do them in all the expansions. Fuck you. Yeah, today I learned that I can use my nails to get shit off a printer bed. I also almost broke one of my nails doing it, but, yeah, whatever. C'est la vie. Yes, that was mispronounced on purpose. I did actually take French in... Oh, that's a vibe. Oh, that is immediately going on. Oh, hell yes, girl. Let's go. All right, wardrobe. Okay. We're going to look at hats. I hate that one because you can't see my hair. We're going to leave the hair down. What shoes are we going to do? We're going to do, like, maybe knee-high socks. All right, we're just going to go barefoot for now so that I can envision what's happening. Let's see. White. Ah, they're too high. Okay, so if I do knee-highs, they work. Do I have white knee-highs? Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. See that little knee? Oh, yeah. Oh, that knee. Whew. You know, in the olden days, that would have sent men feral. Yeah, no, that just makes her calves look huge. So, knee-highs. Now, what shoes do we want to do? Gosh. Clearly not those. Oh, no, not doing anything for those little calves. No, too short. Too short. Also, not red. Don't hate it. I'd like it better if they were brown. I don't know if those are big enough. I do like it better in brown. Or pink. Generally not a pink girl, but I do kind of dig it. Brown lace-up booties? Maybe. Antique? No. Immediately no. 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 Mayhap? Why did I say mayhap? The world may never know. No. No. You know what? I'm going back to... I didn't hate the legendary rogue boots, but as somebody who actually does garden, I just know that cleaning the crap out of that would drive me bananas. Brown adventurer boots? Pink combat. What green boots? I have lots of green boots. Which couch? We have lots of couches. Ooh, actually, I don't hate that. Yeah. You know what? I think you're right. I don't know if those are the green boots you were talking about, but I dig them. Am I going to keep the wingies? I might not. Actually, you know, it'd be really funny. Make me a bug. I did find it. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Wait, what? Why is that necklace not going away? There we go. I can put on multiple necklaces now? Oh, no. Only that one. Okay. Make it make sense. Dog tags? Not a chance. Gold treasure medallion. Fuck yeah. We don't need bracelets. I'll keep the rings. Actually, petrified wood bracelet's gonna look super dope. And then there's something else I was gonna look for, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. Hairstyle. Do. Snakes. No, I'm just kidding. Flower shit. Fuck yeah. Here for it. Although I do really like this hair. Because, well, it's literally what I have right now. Kind of. I hate this hair. I want to love this hair. I hate this hair. Anyway, so, flower hair. And then those earrings are too much. I generally don't care this much about what my character wears, but this outfit is so cute that I will dedicate the time. I like these, except the sparkle distracts me every time. So we're just going to put on some gold studs. And yeah, living her ultimate fairy garden life. Here for it. What a queen. Right, what the fuck else do I have in here? Right. Oh, right. Olaf. Should probably talk to you, huh? It's even better than I imagined. I bet it is Olaf. So I just come to the exhibition. Now we'll go to the Dazzle Beach room, which I've already started. Oh, that's why it wasn't showing up. Okay. I had to talk to little Loki boy. Alright. I don't know what the other one... Actually, I do know what the other ones are. I'm just not there yet. I do not have enough of any of those. How about this? Yeah, alright, I got that. How about this? Do I have enough for any of those? Aha! Ooh, double whammy. Let's go. And then I do have Jesus, I'm actually about to eat through all this shit for the first time in my life. I should not have been getting rid of things as quickly as I have been. I have regrets. I have so many regrets. That's okay. Because we're just going to figure shit out. Although now that I'm looking at the clock, I actually do have to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen to all of you. I probably pronounced that terribly. And I would apologize, but niet. Niet. Nine. Niet is Russian. Nine is German. La is Arabic. La 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 la. It's one of my favorite when in or a person is like telling you no 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 because they go la 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 la, and I'm like, it cracks me up. Anyway, cheers